It's up against me like an Arsenal fan up against Man U people. It is important to always take a look at the things we have before us. There is always that guy in your circle who is perfect, who is smooth, who always does it well, gets commendation from the bosses, and possibly gets a raise sometimes. He's just too perfect for your liking. And sometimes you will think his village people are with him, not against him. But you need to look deeper. He's probably losing some sleep while you sleep away your life at night. He is focused. He is goal-oriented. He has the predatory instinct to know and smell opportunity. Opportunities don't come once. That's a popular song from my favorite high life musician, Oliver de Coque. He says, opportunity comes but once. Now, come on, it doesn't. It comes several times. It hovers like birds in the sky. But you need to be the branch of a tree. You need to be maybe that corner that bird will perch. Opportunities will come, but no two opportunities will be the same. I'll quickly recall my experience, some of them, not all of it. In a little over 17 years now, I've been actively in the media, and I recall as an 8-year-old in 1987, I was at Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium to watch Enugu Rangers up against Ranchers Bees of Kaduna. Some very mature people will know these teams. And I just wanted to see the game. And then there was a stampede occasioned by the police canine unit. I tried to run, but I tripped. I fell. But immediately I felt a strong hand lift me up and placed me comfortably inside the outside broadcast van of Anambra Broadcasting Service. Then it was. And then, right before me was the 3 monitors. If you've seen a typical studio, TV studio, and the commentator was seated, rattling away. And I was lost for choice. Should I watch the one in the middle? Or the one on the right? Or the one on the left? But I just remembered one line from the commentator from 1987. Moses Johnson, number 15 shirt. That's the only line I still remember from his commentaries. I was there for maybe 15 minutes, but that 15 minutes changed my life. At halftime, I went home, of course, to watch the rest in my father's President black and white television. It was worth it. But from that point on, I started running commentaries in my head. It was interior monologue for me. I will run commentaries mimicking the voices of Ernest Okonkwo, may God bless his soul, and Emeka Odigbo. And then you had the Green Eagles playing, and then later the Super Eagles. And it kept happening. I would just kick around the bottlecocks, and my mom would think that his son has gone crazy. But that didn't really turn out. I mean, I haven't even decided at that time to be a broadcaster. I wanted to be a pilot. But I think my son would be. Now, opportunities won't fall on your lap. You have to fall on its feet. Because some people feel entitled. After all, I'm a graduate. I have a 2-1. And someone will quickly tell you, no one owes you anything. In fact, the much your parents can do for you is to send you to school. And the much you can do for yourself is to make the most of that opportunity. Because while you're in school, there are opportunities. One or two speakers here, I met them in the university, and we were quite active in the arts, theater. So, opportunities will always be there, but you have to move closer to the epicenter of the activity. Learn not to downgrade your Category 4 hurricane to a tropical storm. Moving ahead, you need to understand that the best opportunities you will have might be very scary for you. It will scare you. It was something that will make your heart pound, to make you want to go and hide. But then, that's a pointer to the fact that something good is on the horizon. Because someone would say that opportunities are not given, they are taken. As we walk on this road, you will discover too that the experiences I've had as someone who's been in the media opens you up to, when you get the opportunity, what do you do with it? And here comes the story of how I ended up behind the mic. It was in the year 2000. I think I was in my second year, thereabouts. And then I went to have lunch somewhere with a friend, and we were just talking. And we ran into an ace broadcaster. Some people here might know him, Johnny Ngu. He was presenting sports at the time, Sports Extra. I still remember the name of the show. And then we were just conversing, and suddenly I mimicked Nkemowo's character, Osofia. And everyone in the restaurant laughed, and it got his attention. I said, that was funny, that was funny. And he became interested. And before he could finish his sentence, I told him his name, the name of his program, and the time of the program. And he was blown away. He was like, okay, you have to see me in my office on Monday. It was a Friday. And of course, I honored that invitation with the quickness of my physical unfitness. So, in his office, he gave me a paper. I think it was Sporting Champion at the time, and asked me to read a particular portion aloud. And I read to the best of my ability. And he said, you sound well. I said, wow. And then the next thing, we started recording. It was a recorded program. I started reading bits and pieces. Maybe he does 20 minutes, 22 minutes, and I'll come in with maybe 3 minutes of the sports bits. And my classmates will be like, wow. I was studying mass communication then. And they're like, we're here studying and you're already practicing. And then, of course, there's no way I could have attended the program all the time because I have my lectures to face. But then there was another one that really sealed it for me. I had to accompany a classmate to the office of the Deputy Director of Programs, Lady Maudlin Okbara, God rest her soul. The person I accompanied had a side challenge, so I had to basically lead her into the office. But one thing happened. Immediately I came in there, it was one question after the other. One question after the other. But I was answering calmly without knowing what was going on. And the last one came. Why not join us? It was for a youth program, because then it was just sports. And then I said, wow. Then the producer was born. I started joining them, and then things started kicking up. And finally, I became a producer in addition to being a presenter at the student level. Now, opportunities. There's something, just a line from Westlife's song that I remember so much. It says, "'Cause who's to know which one you let go would have made you complete." You remember the song? Flying without wings. I'm not here to sing. That laughter suggests I should. I should? Oh, no, come on. So, that's not the opportunity I'm looking for. It's an opportunity to tell a story. So, of course, the experiences you have in life are opportunities. Manchester United just signed Odion Igalo on 6 months loan deal. But that's a product of Odion Igalo's experience. He was playing in England for several seasons. Think about it. What if he didn't play in England at all? He wouldn't have really be standing that chance. But here he is, the first Nigerian, full-blooded, to play for the Red Devils. And some people think he's lucky. He isn't. He's playing in China before this loan deal happened. So, they looked at his experience. So don't take your experiences for granted, because those are the building blocks. And if you are a tree, your experience will be called the annual rings. If you studied biology, you will understand that the older the tree, the bigger the annual rings. And those annual rings will be your curriculum vitae, not just the one you send to prospective employers, but the one that resides inside you. Grant Cardone talked about having enough opportunities in the world as there are enough now you see that. You expect me to quote him, right? But Grant Cardone talked about you having an opportunity to have as many opportunities in the world as there are the space in the sky. But there is another one. And Landers talked about people looking at opportunities as hard work. You just look at opportunities and you see hard work. Until then, you see the end product. At the end of the day, one thing is very clear. You need focus, clarity of purpose. You need to be aware. You need to be alert. A drama we just witnessed talked about alertness, an alert mind in an alert body. Those who are into philosophy will know that. So opportunities will come. It doesn't come once, but no two opportunities will be the same. So today presented a different opportunity for many people and for me. And I'm sure by the time my son sees this, it will be an opportunity for him to do one better than his dad. Thank you.